Game-changing news, San Diego Padres fans, as you can see there, reports from Ken Rosenthal spreading through the Twitters first, saying that Dylan Cease, Michael King, no longer on the trading block. It would appear that the San Diego Padres are making it known that we got our guys and we are ready to roll into the 2025 season. What's going on, everybody? I'm Christian Pedersen, back with another episode of Padres Digest. Before we go any further, may I please get 10 seconds of your time to do the obligatory YouTube thing of saying, hey, hit that subscribe button. We are trying to turn these numbers around. We are a new show, so we appreciate that there are a ton of you coming in to watch who are new viewers, but we want to build a community. We want to flip that to be more subscribed return viewers than non-subscribed. So if you could please smash that button. We've got reactions, content, updates, anything and everything coming your way all Padres season long. We are about halfway through spring training, and as I showed you there, a new quote from AJ Preller going around the media circuit per Ken Rosenthal. The GM prefers now to keep the team together after entertaining conversations on Dylan Cease and Michael King. So what does this mean? Because it doesn't mean any actual changes are going to happen. It means that the team we have is going to stay out there and go out there. But I think this also means everything at the same time, because these two guys are good. They are good into great, kind of in that gray zone where it's not quite elite, but they have elite stuff. MLB starters. What does that mean? That means that these are these kinds of numbers. If you are not necessarily a numbers guy and you don't remember all of these, that's fine. We have the graphics for you. This is what Dylan Cease produced last season as a San Diego Padres starter. Obviously a no-hitter. He is 29. He checks every box. He is the established commodity. Not far behind him, though, is Michael King, who had a bunch of great outings for the Padres down the stretch, has really developed from a bullpen guy into a starter with the Padres. Also, again, 29, and somebody that is under a little bit more control now per what he was. It was going to be 1 year, and then arbitration. We avoided that with a 1-1 of a 1 year contract, nice signing bonus, team and player option next year. Cease under 1 year control, also looking for a more long-term deal. So these are guys that hypothetically could have been the perfect 1 year rental for a team that felt they were one piece away from a championship deal. Those trades did not materialize, despite in the offseason, the ownership for the Padres coming out and saying, hey, we are looking to offset some salary. We are willing and comfortable with trading out players. And everybody ran the speculation of maybe that's Xander, maybe that's this, maybe that's two. I think that King and Cease are two very believable parts of that equation the last couple of months, as the Padres have some seemingly lack of interest in spending. These two guys probably are going to demand pretty sizable deals. I don't think either of them will necessarily reshape the starting pitching market, but they're going to get well paid. They're going to have generational wealth. Their kids won't work a day in their lives because of the next upcoming contract. So they could be big guys that holding on to them long term necessitates a bigger, move elsewhere in the contracts to make this all happen. So it does beg the question, was the best move for the Padres to dump them and to get rid of both of them, get a bunch of prospects, get international money, get pieces to move, X, Y, and Z, replenish? Or do you go out there and ride or die and say, we got this year, we're a really good team? And I think a combination of nobody stepped forward with a perfect deal, and I trust Preller still at this point in his career. He has made some ebbs and flows of it all, but I like him. I like what he is up to. So I think holding on to them meant that there necessarily wasn't a perfect deal offered up for either of them. But I think holding on to them also signals growing confidence in what we are seeing from the San Diego Padres in spring training. And this will just be a Cease and King news video. Go check out our other videos on our channel. That's why you hit the subscribe button. We have breakdowns of how Turso and Manny and Fernando and who's this and what's that and all the TLDR of all the spring training ins and outs. Go check that out. I won't deep dive into that. But the summary is, I will say that maybe this means that Preller and the gang are just confident in what they are seeing offensively coming together, with this lineup being deeper and having a little bit more rotational ability to give people breaks and days off and keep everyone healthy and happy all season long, because they have a little bit more depth even. So maybe they're saying, hey, look, we're confident with what we're seeing there. Musgrove's going to come back at some point this year. Yeah, we got to play catch up with the Dodgers probably all regular season long, but let's let them have that, and let's just build a squad that 1 through 4 can win a 7-game series. And holding on to these two guys, plus Yu Darvish and the way that Nick Pivetta looks, that is a really good Major League Baseball team. That is an excellent Major League Baseball team. That is a Major League Baseball team that, barring the offense doing a 0 for 29 end of the season, like the way the Padres went out 19 innings or whatever, not scoring, all that like absolute worst end of the statistical likelihoods to happen, I think they're thinking they could win an NLCS with this squad and go to the World Series. And I know we're supposed to say that as a Padres fans, but look, really, show me a better 4, like a drastically better 1 through 4 than what we've got. Show me a better 1 through 5 once Musgrove's back. We are in the conversation of that upper tier. So despite an off season of missing out and losing out, like it feels like those videos you see online where you see a bus going around a mountainy corner and you're like, that thing's going to tip off and fall off for sure. And all those people are going to die. But no, it somehow holds on and rights the ship and goes up. Like we might be ship righting and going uphill. And this, I think, is a very good indicator, green light, green flag, go sign for the San Diego Padres, at least confidence-wise, because obviously we got to get out there and we got to play all 162 and everyone's got to get hot or cold at the right times and permutations, yada, yada, yada. But I like where we're at, and this news is good news by being no news. So thank you very much, everyone, for tuning in to another episode of Padres Digest. Like I said, hit that subscribe button. We got more reactions and info coming your way all season long. Until then, keep the faith, Friar Faithful. Talk to you soon.